He's had his heart ripped out, his soul stolen by death, and his essence shattered by Superman, singing.
Hey, Darkseid!
What?
Look at this photograph!
No! Why did it have to be this? Of every song, how is this actually relevant to my stream? Bro, this is bullshit. Thanos versus Darkseid. It's time for a death battle!
Power. Some spend entire lives in search of it, while for others, it is their birthright. But what truly matters in the end is how it's used.
Like with Thanos, the ultimate villain of the Avengers.
And Darkseid, arch-nemesis to the Justice League.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
It's kind of weird to see their old animations. Like, they still look pretty good. They hold up well, but I'm so used to, like, the upgraded one now.
Over 1 million years ago, when mankind's evolution first broke away from the apes, the cosmic celestials arrived on Earth. They experimented on the human race, creating 3 separate variants. The powerful and beautiful Eternals, destined for immortality. Those with a latent mutated gene, which would one day spawn the X-Men. And a deformed, disturbing subspecies known as the Deviants.
As chat.
What an asshole!
Oh, sorry, Deviant. Sorry, I thought it was chat. My bad. Easy mistake to make.
What?
Anyway, the Eternals eventually colonized the moons of Saturn thanks to this science wizard named Mentor, whose collar's like the lampshade I put on my dog to make him stop licking his junk.
Sure.
Bro, he does actually have one of those. He has a fucking peg cone.
Perfect people. Mentor's own son would change this forever and force the cosmos to its knees. His name was Thanos.
Are they gonna talk about, like, original Thanos? Like, old school Thanos?
Me, Ronan. Prepare
Yeah, I'm kind of interested to know.
to meet your doom.
Thanos was born into a life of luxury. Sure, his mom went totally insane and tried to kill him right away, but
no
what
big
do you
deal.
think you'd do if you popped out a creepy California raisin baby?
It seems the Celestials' experiments weren't quite so different from each other. Despite his eternal heritage, Thanos' large, disproportionate body and thick purple skin were thanks to a deviant mutation.
Holy shit, he's almost 1,000 pounds? Good lord. Bro, no wonder, like, fighting him just like he punches you, all of that weight. He is heavy.
Which you'd think would
He's
mean
thick.
everyone would hate him, but nope.
Thick
the
with, like,
Eternals were
1,000
super
Cs.
progressive and
Thick.
totally cool.
Editor, add that in. Thick with 1,000 C's. On screen right now. And then insert me going, thick! With echo.
This is just too much work.
With a wrinkly grimace walking around.
In fact, Thanos was greatly admired for his exceptional intelligence and creativity. He was set for a positive and decorated future.
Yeah, he is a
Until
chunky
he
boy.
threw it all away for a girl. Hey, I don't blame him. Lots of guys do
Let's
crazy
go.
shit for hot chicks. Especially when you're a secret murder-happy psycho who's obsessed with the physical manifestation of death.
Why does he have a ship that's shaped like his face? Like,
To earn Death's reciprocal love, Thanos took a journey, a quest, to ravage the universe in her name.
And as an Eternal, he had plenty
oh,
of...
wait. Wait, he did that because of death? I didn't know that's why he did it, though, because I knew that he loved death, right? He wanted to seduce her, wanted to impress her. I didn't know why that's why that happened, though.
of superhuman power to do it. He was already the
Well, now we
strongest
have
and
death in
fastest
the
Eternal
series,
around,
but
he boosted his power even more.
Yeah, it
with
doesn't matter
bionic and
anymore.
Magic enhancements.
He's dead.
And while his physical and psionic abilities are impressive, his incredible genius led to building massive spaceships, shields that can withstand planet-level attacks, and even a time window.
And the most badass throne ever. It comes packed with its own laser weapons, light speed travel.
I didn't know
and
that.
It can teleport through space and time.
You know, it's kind of sad that we didn't get much of the Thanos throne, because that is actually a really cool thing that it travels through time and things like that. Like, imagine just fighting Thanos on the throne and before he even, like, got up to actually fight anybody. That'd be so sick.
And unlike most Eternals, Thanos has also dabbled in the mystic arts. Petrification, curses, even some of his throne's abilities seem to be more magic than hard science.
That's cool.
All of this potential makes Thanos an incredibly dangerous foe.
I mean, like, he really did have, like, most everything, you know what I mean? So, I need it as my gaming chair at Thanos throne. That'd be sick.
Yeah, good luck trying to hurt him. He can survive pretty much anything, including a gun
That's true.
specifically designed to kill him. He even shot himself in the face with it just to prove how goddamn awesome he is. Don't try
What a
that at home,
gamer.
kids.
He's
What a
strong
gamer.
enough to overpower 2 Thors at once, snap a universal weapon known for its extreme durability, and even lift the gargantuan Galactus engine.
A giant super rocket big enough to move planets.
Wait. Thanos snapped Jonathan. Jonathan. Hey everybody, just a quick reminder, if you've been enjoying this video, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. It helps me a ton. Okay, back to the video. I didn't know we
According
did
to Mr.
that.
Fantastic, and that guy knows his this thing is hundreds of miles long.
While the Galactus engine's size seems to vary from comic to comic, Reed's assertion matches its appearance when it propelled Ego the Living Planet.
But that Ego the Living Planet is the ugliest thing to ever exist. Look at that, bro.
By examining the engine in 3 separate parts, applying the density of steel, and comparing Ego's diameter of 4,165 miles, we've found that Thanos must be lifting about 50 quintillion tons. That's like holding up 140 trillion
Holy
Empire State Buildings.
And he's doing this inside the gut of a living Kurt Russell planet that eats other planets and even stars. Man, I thought
Bro, how? Okay, I don't know much about Darkseid, but that right there is crazy.
I had an iron stomach.
But destroying a star isn't a simple thing. Any energy directed toward a star would just be absorbed and adapted to. Only by completely nullifying a star's constant energy output can it be eliminated.
So Ego's stomach acid must be deadlier than freaking supernovas or a black hole. He'd probably love Mama Boomstick's world-famous ghost pepper pie.
Ugh.
It's
Ghost pepper pie? Imagine how many days you would be shitting if you actually ate that.
fine. Just dip it in some squirrel paste.
Surviving the stomach of Ego isn't so far-fetched for Thanos, considering he's also survived a
Right?
dip in a black hole, extreme reality warping across the metaverse,
Yep.
and the voice of Black Bolt.
What's so special
Wait, he survived Black Bolt's voice? Oh my, I didn't know that. That's insane. Holy
about
shit.
that guy, you ask? Well, with just a whisper, he obliterated 1 billion tons of rock. This guy
Yep.
can easily break a planet with just one shout, and Thanos took 3 of them to the face.
Although
Holy
Thanos
shit.
is known for being a speedster character, he's
That's
still quick enough
crazy.
to battle the likes of Silver Surfer, a being who can cover 500,000 light years in just a couple of seconds, putting him over 3 trillion times faster than light. With so many impressive
3 trillion times faster than light. I do remember he kicked Silver Surfer's butt. But holy shit. That is wild. Okay, look, Black Bolt is actually pretty cool. Unfortunately, they've done him dirty in the MCU so far.
showings, it's hard to truly find a weakness.
Except for one.
Oh, no. No. Not you.
Damn it.
Thank you. Glad to be here. It's me, Deadpool, slayer
Oh,
of
no.
Deathstrokes, befriender of ponies, and breaker
He did kill Thanos though, which is really
of mad
funny.
Titan hearts. And like Casanova, the ravenous Reaper can't get enough of me, and
Oh
Thanos
no.
just hates that. Ooh,
Well, Thanos did curse him so he couldn't die and be with her.
I know, right? He's a big purple crybaby. Have you seen that chin, though? It's like he got hit in the face with a slap chop.
Don't you have like a party in Ponytown to be at?
Ah, come on, buddy. You can't have a death battle season without Deadpool, right?
We did. The last one.
Nobody counts that one.
That must have been the best season of all time.
I mean, that's a year you pit a dog in a trench coat against a goddamn bear. What did you think would happen?
Yeah.
Whatever. I know when I'm not wanted. See you next year. DP out.
Oh, good
He'll be back.
Even with all of these
He'll be
powers
back.
and abilities, Thanos still felt he needed something more to impress Death. Think he's compensating for something, Wiz?
Oh my god, no, not the Thanos copter. It's back. Not the fucking. I did not know this was a thing until we watched the epic rap battle with Thanos in it, and I forgot that Thanos copter was a thing. I was like, wait a second. We looked it up. I'm like, this is the dumbest thing in the world. Why the fuck does Thanos need a fucking helicopter?
Oh, absolutely. So he built
That's like Batman using a fucking like pool floaty while he's fighting like somebody in the water. Like, what? Why does he need that?
the Infinity Gauntlet, a golden glove which harnessed the power of 6 multicolored gems, known as Infinity Stones. With these, he could control the full spectrum of space, reality, mind, power, soul, and time.
And with those powers combined, he summons Captain Planet.
Well, more like the
What?
destruction of half the universe, but sure, whatever.
Steve?
No, not Bucky. No, no, Chad, no, no. He wasn't armed and dangerous anymore. He'll never do it again. 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 No. Wow, this truly is the worst timeline.
But wait, isn't the Time Stone the green one in Doctor Strange's necklace?
Well, in the movie universe, the Time Stone is green, but in the original comic series, it's orange. This is because every universe has its own unique Infinity Gauntlet that works exclusively there.
Yep.
And sometimes the stones are different in color. Here, just follow this handy diagram I made.
Yeah, don't care. So with all
Nah,
the stones,
Bucky.
he wiped out half the universe with only a snap of his fingers. But he also started going a bit crazy and began to doubt his ability to perform. Hey,
That's nuts.
happens to the best of us.
Yet it never keeps the Mad Titan at bay for long.
Well, like here, I forgot they had this cutscene with his throne. They should have kept that because that was actually really cool.
Whose constant lust for power and godly status in the universe is only matched by his drive to just kill everybody.
Dread it,
No, half
run from it.
of
Destiny
everybody.
arrives all the same. And now it's here. Or should I say, I am.
I mean, Thanos is pretty crazy, chat. But again, I'm going into this blind. I don't know anything really about Darkseid. So let's see what happens, chat. Let's see what they say. Again, when it comes to DC, I'm stupid. I know nothing.
10 billion years ago, the primeval old gods clashed in a cosmic civil war called Ragnarok.
That the one with Thor and Jeff
I was gonna say,
Goldblum?
is that the one with Hela?
Yes, kind of. The battle was so great that the result was an explosion that tore the gods asunder, sending a great god wave throughout the metaverse, eventually birthing a new generation known as the New Gods.
The Avengers.
How original.
Oh, close
Well,
enough.
Some of these include
Close
Alpine
enough.
Space Skier, Fancy Pants Shakespeare, and this cyborg spider Humpty Dumpty. Half of these guys
What the f is DC on,
ended
man?
up on a beautiful paradise world called New Genesis, while the rest got stuck on an actual
New
fireball
Jersey.
called Apocalypse. With a K.
Among these damned souls was Prince Euxis, second in line to the throne behind his older brother Drax.
Wait, you're telling me that his brother was Drax? That's so weird, though. That's so weird, though, chat. I can't see it. Why did they just leave this empty? That's so weird. It's almost like whatever image they put is so still. I can't see it.
Hi, Drax.
Wow, crazy.
Not Dave Bautista Drax, but DC Drax.
Oh man, I really like that guy. Not afraid to see what he's thinking.
You are horrifying to look at, yes.
To rule Apocalypse, Drax was meant to enter the mysterious Omega Pit and absorb the Omega Effect, a
The Omega Pit.
force of destructive entropy bound within Apocalypse.
But being the crafty bastard he was, Euxis tricked DC Drax into getting
Uh-huh.
killed and stole the loot for himself.
And so the Omega Effect transformed Euxis into the physical manifestation of tyranny, Darkseid.
Oh, okay. It's all coming together now, chat. Oh, making sense.
As the king of Apocalypse, Darkseid entered a war on the universe. Whether he was kicking New Genesis' ass or giving the Man of Steel a hard time, Darkseid was always working toward his one goal, conquering all life.
Wow, he's almost twice as heavy as Thanos is. That's crazy.
And thanks to his new god physiology, he has incredible superhuman.
Wait, every Christmas, Santa gives him a lump of coal. Is that real? Wait. We read this. Every Christmas, Santa gives him a lump of coal. Is that like actual, like, canonically correct? That's nuts. That's nuts.
Hi everyone, Editor K-Dog here. So let me give you a little fun fact about how Santa Claus might possibly be stronger than Darkseid. Now see, keep in mind that the Omega Sanctum, and by extension the Omega Effect, hunts down whoever Darkseid wants dead by wiping people from existence with a flash of light. Meaning that whenever Santa Claus just decides to barge into Darkseid's sanctum, it means he either tanks it, or he just doesn't care about it. The spirit of Christmas refuses non-existence. Anyways, that's all I had. Toodles!
With strength, speed, agility, and even immortality. He's already over 245,000 years old, and that's given him
so
plenty
funny,
of time
Blue.
to push the limits of the Omega Effect.
He's got a whole bunch of cool Omega powers that break all the rules of nature. He can teleport across time and space, fly at unthinkable speeds, warp reality around him, and grow supersized.
Something he's pretty
We
used to
can warp
doing.
reality? What the f?
The scale between the Prime Universe and Darkseid's
That's actually
own
crazy.
universe, the Fourth World, is vast. He travels between universes via boom tubes, which automatically adjusts his size to what is considered normal within his destination.
Oh,
Otherwise,
that's
he'd
cool.
have a hard time fitting in, given that the normal size of a new god is about the size of a star.
Oh yeah, I've had that kind of trouble with my boomstick tube.
He can use various psionic powers like telekinesis and telepathy, and can easily manipulate sentient beings thanks to a cosmic awareness of the multiverse powered by 18 divine senses.
Well,
I bet he never
that's
forgets
nuts.
where he leaves his keys.
That's actually
Like a
nuts.
space-age necromancer, Darkseid can possess living or deceased beings, controlling them like puppets. He can even control basic inanimate objects, just like the Nomad of Nowhere.
Holy
The
shit!
who? The nomad of what? That's funny.
Wiz, never thought I'd say this, but I might have had too much to drink.
But Darkseid's deadliest technique is his signature Omega Beam. Of hatred are capable of instant sharp
Yeah, I'll do that
turns
for free.
and
What are you
tracking
talking about?
multiple targets at once.
They're splitting up. They can do that? They're locked on us.
On contact, the beams can either disintegrate their target, transmute matter, erase beings from existence, or trap enemies in the Omega Sanction. The Omega Sanction is a sort of life trap. Its target enters a self-contained reality
Yeah, what the
with
fuck is
about
the
an
Omega
infinite number of
Sanction?
lives for eternity.
Oh, that doesn't sound so bad. I'd just do a Bill Murray and use all those lives to learn piano or save a dog or... Yeah, that's probably about it.
Well, there's a
What
catch.
movie is? Oh, is that Groundhog Day?
Each life in the
I
Sanction
think I've
gets
seen that.
progressively worse as it goes, including how you die. When the third Mr. Miracle was trapped in it, he was fairly unaware until he was beaten, burned, mutilated, and castrated, broken to a point of intentionally overdosing. And that
What
was just
the
his first life in the Sanction.
Oh. No
What the actual? That's crazy.
thanks, I'm good.
To overpower the multiverse, Darkseid would
I think
face
beat the
some
shit out of that guy. That's crazy.
steep competition. However, his power eclipses those of even some of the strongest heroes around.
He's fast enough to take a trip to the Source Wall in just a few seconds.
What the
That's at the very edge of existence. So, like, you're not gonna be able to map quest that shit.
The edge of the observable universe is about 45 billion light years away, and scientists hypothesize the actual scale is over 100 sextillion times greater. It took a whole year for the legendary Helm
What
of
the
Nabu to make this journey. But for Darkseid, all of 5 seconds. To pull this off, he'd have to be moving over 87 duodecillion times the speed of light.
That's it. GG's. Yeah, that's it. GG's. Because he's so much faster than Thanos. Yeah, what are you gonna do against that? I mean, they move that much faster than you. You can't deal with that. Yeah, GG's.
Which is totally a real number that I understand. But if he's super big in Fourth World, wouldn't he have an easier time getting to the edge?
We're factoring the scaling across his universe as a whole. Besides, technically the Fourth World is 4 billion years older than our own universe, so the distance to the edge is
Yeah, he is
probably
gonna
even
run through
further.
him like
He's so
So
quick,
easily.
He can
Oh my
choke out
God.
Superman before he even sees him move, or knock him out cold in just a few bitch slaps. And Superman
And
can
that's
survive
Superman,
supernovas
too.
to the face.
That's Superman of all people as well. That's crazy.
Also, since Darkseid wasn't affected by the Crisis
Thank you,
Mega
Gentile.
reboot,
Appreciate
it's
you.
still canon that he can blitz pre-Crisis soups who can sneeze solar systems away.
Darkseid is strong enough to crush a lantern ring with ease, destroy planets with his Omega beams, and wipe out the Justice League with a single strike.
Bro,
Even
what
with
the
all his power, Darkseid believed he could not dominate the universe until he discovered his ultimate pride.
So you're telling me that the entirety of the Justice League, he just like batted them away like they were a mosquito?
Yes.
Bro, who the fuck is this guy? Like,
The anti-life equation.
Ha! I knew
The what?
numbers were bad for you. Take that, Miss Jensen, and your stupid ruler.
The anti-life is technically an entity of its own, a fragmented piece of the
Okay.
source from which all life originates. However,
Okay.
Darkseid discovered a formula which essentially manipulates the anti-life's presence in all living things, in a manner which definitively proves that
Oh,
all
shit.
freedom and hope are meaningless efforts.
So it's math that just makes you sad.
so it's math that just makes you feel shitty.
Yes, and a slave to Darkseid, but yes. So the anti-life is
Nah,
pretty
but
weird. But
don't
you know
worry
what's
about
even
that.
more
It's
so?
fine. It's fine.
The Darkseid that you think you know isn't actually Darkseid.
What?
Say what now?
He became the very essence of tyranny itself.
Wait, so he became embodiment of tyranny? Like his being became the embodiment of tyranny. Okay, I think I get it.
This non-corporeal god rests in the higher plane of Fourth World and molds avatars of his consciousness to interact with the multiverse around him. While each avatar is weaker than his true self, it's a necessary handicap, as his own existence in a universe other than Fourth World would shatter the laws of reality, ending time and space as we know it. The sheer power
Oh,
of the
shit.
Omega effect threatens entire cosmos, similar to how its equal, the Astroforce, could counter an oblivion bomb, capable of annihilating the universe in a single blast.
Holy shit! His avatar may lose some power, but it's still tough enough to survive a bomb Lex Luthor designed to rip apart existence, and a shot from Marvelous Marno's Master Blaster.
So like, even if his avatar is weaker, it's still like it's not him. You know what I mean? It's just his avatar. So like, it doesn't really matter. You're not technically harming him. You know?
Which sounds like it was made up by a circus clown. And that kind of makes sense because apparently
Yeah, no,
no
they're
life form can
cooked.
stand up to
They're-
it.
they're actually
just
cooked,
like
chat.
clowns.
Except for
They're actually
Darkseid.
cooked.
Well, Darkseid isn't immune to all guns. All you need is a neat little Radion bullet.
Think of Radion
A
as
what?
the new god's kryptonite. Despite all his power, Darkseid
Oh.
is far from invincible. He's had his heart
Okay.
ripped out, his soul stolen by death, and his essence shattered by Superman, singing.
Hey, Darkseid!
What?
Look at this photograph!
No. Why did it have to be this? Of every song, how is this actually relevant to my stream? Bro, this is bullshit. For context, there's a Tangier redeem that does this, and everybody spams it all the time. I hate it here so much.
To this day, even after so many cataclysmic events, the Lord of Apocalypse continues his mission. Every living being in the multiverse will bend to the will of Darkseid.
Like, I'm being real, chat. I think Darkseid wins this. As much as I like Thanos, it really sounds like Darkseid has like, it's like avatars, so you're not really hurting him. He has like, he's much faster, he's much stronger. I think it's over. Like,
It
GG's.
seems I have you to thank for my resurrection.
Yeah, with all the stuff we
Though
heard.
your world will suffer slowly, I grant you a quick death.
Yeah, it seems like Darkseid's got this wrapped
All
up.
right, the combatants are set. Let's
No. What? See, chat. See what I deal with. See what I deal with on a daily fucking basis. Oh my god. Oh my god. I remember the Infinity Gauntlet that you watched. Are you serious? This is the worst day of my life. So anyway, on Darkseid, I didn't guess this, guys. As much as I love Thanos, it seems like Darkseid is really, really broken. So yeah, we'll see what happens. So I mean, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know, but I don't think I am.
end this debate once and for all.
Yeah, I don't think I'm
But
wrong
first,
on this
I need
one.
something that can sate my godly hunger.
No. You can fly, you can teleport, it'll send you through time and space, and it's perfect for gaming. You follow me? Sure you do. You're a forward-thinking guy.
Oh shit.
Last, there it is.
Hey, Thanos! Buddy! How are you doing? Rocking that chin, as always.
I like that. I like that. Fucking Deadpool is hanging out with Darkseid and just gets absolutely nuked.
Get off my throne and kneel. Face death at the hand of your new emperor.
You know not the infinite wealth of destruction I command.
The animation's actually what? How old is this one, chat? Like 7 years? 6 years. It's actually not bad looking, considering it's not that old, but like for its age, it looks pretty good, right, chat? Yeah, my money's on Darkseid too, but let's see what happens. Oh, and he's got the Infinity Gauntlet. I mean, that might help him a little bit. We'll see, though. I think it's going to make that big of a difference, but who knows?
You first.
What in the Inception? Yeah, what in the Inception? Fair, Kirby, fair. The thing is, though, is he's gonna tank all of this. He's like invulnerable. Oh, he can manipulate objects, that's right. Again, like, all of these are not really gonna hurt either one of them. No, he threw the Thanos copter at him. Are you serious? No way he threw the Thanos copter at him. That's hilarious. I love that. I love that. That's so funny. What a strong statement, though. Yeah, what a really strong statement right out of the gate. The Thanos copter is so dumb. Oh, shit. Holy shit. This battle is like insane so far. Oh my god. But I feel like Thanos is like trying to lay on all the damage, and it's like nothing is really working or adding up. Oh my god, what the f?
Thanos is supreme. Thanos is God. Battle for the universe, let's get striking. Feel the power and the force of the mightiest fight. Energy blast hit fast, our beams like lightning.
Bro. Bro, he just stepped out of that?
I'm the king. I'm the king.
He literally said, not his but a scratch. Holy shit. Oh my god. That is crazy. Bro, he can't even do a hand-to-hand. It's so over. It's Joe over, bro. Holy. This is amazing. This reminds me of the Galactus fight. Yeah, this is so good. Yeah, you literally, like, there goes the universe. It's fucking Joe over. I don't think it matters, though, Calkin. I think that Darkseid is so strong. Even having the Power Stone doesn't help.
But this will bring a smile to my face.
Wait, what?
It'll have to wait.
Oh, that was his avatar! That was his avatar! Oh my god! That was his avatar! Oh shit.
Who are you? Who are you?
I'll show you.
That doesn't matter how many he eliminates. Oh my god. That's not even him. They're weaker. Avatars are weaker version of Darkseid.
This is who I am.
Wait, what?
Your reality is far from my own. You have
Wow.
no power.
Yeah, like, nice try.
I am all things. This
I will
is
say
who
this.
I am.
I will say this, that Darkseid, we already saw had abilities to control and warp reality. So basically, he cancels out Thanos' thing doing that. Bro, you're so dumb. He literally nerfed himself. Yeah, because every different universe has different Infinity Stones, right? So like his Infinity Stones, like his Gauntlet, is not gonna work in that universe. You literally nerfed yourself. You're so stupid.
Is he looking at us? Oh my god! It's Deadpool with a gun!
No way. No way. You baited.
Behold,
Wow.
endless death.
So you watching any anime?
KO!
Holy. I mean, man, they took me for a loop there. I really thought for a second that that Thanos won there, but that actually was really smart. The way that went down. I don't like how they tried to apply Thanos as a real power than Infinity Gauntlet, because he's long surpassed it, and this is his strongest form. I gotta say, either way, even if he was in the same if his Infinity Gauntlet worked inside of the other like universes, right? It still wouldn't matter. It still wouldn't matter. I think that Darkseid's so much stronger. He has the avatars. He can warp reality back. So basically cancel stuff. Yeah, I think that's a GG.
Man,
This was very, very one-sided, actually. I'm very surprised how one-sided this was.
that's the worst way he could have gone out. 'Cause now he's gonna
Darkseid
be dying.
literally threatened the multiverse while
Right.
dying by falling on it from a higher dimension.
That's crazy.
And over and over.
That's crazy.
And over.
Thanos was an incredible foe, especially while wielding the Infinity Gauntlet. Unfortunately, the gauntlet had a fatal flaw.
Yeah, that golden glove only works in its own universe, and Darkseid could easily move the fight to new ones with his boomstick tubes. Universe hopping is kind of his
Gotcha.
thing.
The Reed Richards of
I feel like Thanos has been able to go to other multiverses and use the gauntlet before. But either way, like, it wouldn't have mattered. The gauntlet was not doing much for him, you know what I mean? Like this. Thanos snap.
the Interdimensional Council of Reeds figured this out. Its 3 founding members, Reed, Reed, and Reed, each possessed
Gotcha.
Infinity Gauntlets, but discovered that they couldn't work outside of their
Oh.
own universes.
The gauntlet had no
The
problem
council reads is kind of
with making
crazy.
Darkseid's avatar not feel so good. But since Darkseid's true form was always in the Fourth World universe, Thanos couldn't actually finish him off with the gauntlet.
Even if this fight took place in entirely neutral territory, the victor wouldn't change. Thanos' gauntlet wouldn't work, and true Darkseid's presence would actually just destroy everything just by being there.
But he didn't just
Oh,
lose because of the gauntlet. He really couldn't keep up with the space golem.
Even going toe-to-toe with a being as fast as Silver Surfer was nothing compared to when Darkseid took a trip to the edge of existence. This puts Darkseid almost 28 octillion times faster than Thanos.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, we already knew that he was so much faster. Like, how are you gonna do anything against something that much faster than you? You know, you're just gonna be like, holding up like your arms trying to defend yourself, and that's it. He's so much faster. How do you even like fight him? You can't even hit him.
And his Omega effect scales to the Astro Force, which could equal the Oblivion Bomb's universe-destroying blast. This means the Omega effect and Infinity Gauntlet were both pretty even in terms of destructive ability. But unlike
Gotcha.
Thanos, Darkseid can use his Omega powers whenever and wherever he wants.
Once he lost the gauntlet, Thanos could certainly survive star-level attacks, and even greater.
Sure,
But
sure.
universal destruction is definitely a bit more than his purple eternal hide could handle. And even after that, Darkseid had plenty of ways to end the fight whenever he wanted.
So, like, I think you could argue that you could warp realities so that you can match that speed or power. But you got to remember is Darkseid can warp reality as well. So they basically are just going to cancel each other out.
Like the Omega Sanction.
Thanos was super powerful, but Darkseid was just faster, stronger, and even more ruthless.
And if you think about
That's
it,
crazy.
Thanos needed the Infinity Gauntlet to become a god, but Darkseid already was one.
He just is one.
Thanos just couldn't
That's
run
true.
the gauntlet. Oh, you son of a bitch!
The winner is Darkseid.
That is nuts. Holy shit.
Thanks for watching this year's
That's
season
crazy.
finale.
Like, the way they even built it up.
Thanos
The
gets
speed was the
props
one
for
thing.
lasting a couple minutes against
Right.
Darkseid, but when I only last a couple minutes, the girls are just disappointed.
I feel like this battle was very easy to predict because, like, again, looking at the speed in itself, they literally gave you the battle right there, you know? I would love to hear somebody, like, maybe argue against this one, like, kind of say, like, hey, like, you know, I think that maybe Darkseid would have lost. I'll be honest, I don't really think that there's too many arguments to be made here. I don't really see a universe or, like, an alternate way where actually, like, you know, Thanos wins that. Like, I know with a lot of these things, we're kind of like, we see a bunch of different, like, things. Maybe some different options, stuff like that. But I really, really, truly, and honestly do not feel like there is a world where Thanos wins that.